Hi, it's Katie Harris, owner and CEO of NursePreneurs and Neuro Wellness Philly. So we are continuing our month-long process of setting up an IV hydration business. So my big idea, if you've been following along, is we're creating something called the Cocoon Experience, which is NAD therapy with neuroprocessing. We're using NuCalm to put the brain into theta state, and it's also massage, chair aromatherapy, and a weighted blanket experience. So it's going to be a high-end service. We're doing 9 visits. I will be charging about, I think, $5,000 for the whole 9 visits, and then we'll do a membership of $500 a month after that. So the goal is only to make $10,000 a month, so I only need 2 to 3 clients to make that work a month, so not too many. So this can easily be a 6-figure business with the fewest number of patients possible. And yeah, so really excited. We're in the middle of this. So far, we have set up a website, which I'm still working on. I mean, there's things that need to be tweaked along the way. I ran into a couple tech issues that I have my tech team working on. This is stuff that we do for our nurses. So it's never straightforward. There's always some sort of hurdle to get through, and that's what we do in our bespoke programs and our bespoke builds. We tailor the business to the nurse, help them at their pace, and then fix issues along the way as they pop up, and they invariably and inevitably pop up. So even me, I've been doing this for a long time and still run into tech issues, and I have my tech team working on a few things. So what I'm going to focus on today, because we're in the middle of lead nurturing, and then we're going to be doing lead prospecting. We've already done website, and we set up legal stuff. I mean, you have to call a lawyer for legal stuff, but we did the business plan. We set up our Google Suite account, set up Facebook. Actually, the Facebook page is not for some reason I can find the page, but it's not connected for my personal profile. So that's one thing that tech team is working on. So I can't connect it inside the account until it's set up properly. So I don't know what I did wrong there. It's really annoying because I've done hundreds of Facebook pages. So I'm not sure why I screwed up my own, which is really annoying. But regardless, the next thing that we're going to work on, I thought, since I need them to fix a couple of the tech issues, is the brochure. So I'm going to go share my screen right now, and we're going to go to Canva. So if you don't know what Canva is, or you don't have Canva, or whatever the case may be, you need to get Canva. There is a free version. This allows you to do so many things. You can create documents and whiteboards, presentations, social media, videos, anything you want, even print products. It's great and it's free. I do have the paid version because I like the Brand Hub. The Brand Hub allows me to grab my hex codes for my colors, store my logos, and all that kind of good stuff. So I use Canva literally every day. So the paid version, which I think is, I don't know, $120 a year. It's one of the cheapest subscriptions that I have, and it's been perfect. So let's go to our brochure. So what I'm doing with the brochure is, I'm actually not doing a brochure. I decided to do a rack card because, one, it's cheaper to print, and whoops, I'm like going crazy here. It's easier to print, or not easier, it's less expensive. It's not like I'm doing the printing. It's less expensive to print. And I don't need all that much on there. So the purpose of a rack card or brochure isn't to sell like your service, it's to sell the appointment to the service. So you want people to call you. That's all you're trying to do. The first step isn't to sell what you have, it's to sell getting them on the appointment. So one of the things that was important to me was for this to look high end and nice. I'm not sure I like this guy, but especially now seeing it, he really breaks my my theme here, doesn't he? Like, this looks really nice. Like, this first page I think looks really nice. And what's nice about Canva too is, let me duplicate this page so I don't mess anything up. There it is. There's my duplicated page. So I can change out images. Actually, let's work on the other page because this guy's bothering me. I even put this here. This doesn't actually exist here. So you can do all kinds of fun things. But if we were, it kind of looks dead, doesn't he? They have different, let's get to photos. The other nice thing about the paid account is on the pro version, you have all these pictures to choose from. So let's say, wanted a massage just chair. They had some weird pictures of people in a massage chair. Like, I mean, this looks a little too sexy. I get, it's not really what I'm going for. But the nice thing too is like if I wanted her looking the other way, I could flip her around, do that, right? She doesn't kind of mesh with what I'm going for though. Let's see, this person, we could remove the baby because I don't like the baby in there. That doesn't really, let me actually flip her around. Still got to get rid of that baby. We could do that and bring, all right, let me get this dude out of here. And this image I could bring forward, positioned to the forward. And now I get rid of the baby because the baby doesn't really scream relaxing, right? So this actually looks good. I like that better than this dude who looks dead. All right, so let's put this up here. So now what we have within Canva, like I said, is the ability to change out these pictures. Like I just got this from here. I think it's under yoga or something. So she's in here somewhere. Oh, there she is. So, I mean, there's all these different pictures I could have chosen from too. Then I just put the logo, and this was a template, right? So there's tons of templates in here as well, which is really, really nice. So you can choose from any of these, right? And add them in here. So I started with a template and I forget which one I started with, but I changed it to match my branding. Oh, it was this one, the dental care. This is the one. So I took a dental care rack card and turned it into this. So there's lots of fun things that you can do. Just look for something that matches your brand. And you can see here, I didn't put on like 60 million things. All I want is for people to get a sense of this being a high-end service, right? So nurturing healthy minds for busy professionals, that's me. That's our handle to get anything. These are our brand colors, our service, the cocoon experience. It's NAD infusion, actually glutathione injection, neuroprocessing, aromatherapy, chair massage, sensory deprivation experience. And I put the QR code, which is really helpful because when you don't want people having to type your URL in, especially if it's something weird or whatever, people want a QR code. It's just so much easier. I find myself getting annoyed if there's no QR code now. But actually I want this to be a little bit smaller. There we go. Because I don't like things bleeding over to the side. So that's it. And all I have to do from here now, if I want to print this, I mean, why would I want one rack card and I don't need envelopes? I mean, you can see how expensive this can get, but now I made the mistake in the past of ordering like 10,000 brochures, which is ridiculous. But even if I wanted 1,000 rack cards, which is somewhat ridiculous at this point, it would only cost me $230. But to start off with, probably 100 rack cards. If I send 100 rack cards out, what kind of response would I get? I'm just looking for people to scan the QR code or go to the website and book a consult with me. So this would be front and back. And is this color? Yeah, I mean, this is what it would look like. That would be the front, that would be the back. Standard paper, you can put it on, let's say if we put it on premium paper, it increases the price by $6. If I want a glossy finish, it adds another $5. And then that would be sent direct to you. So you can buy it straight off of Canva, which is a really convenient thing to do. Now, what am I going to do with these? So this comes down to our lead prospecting, and we're not quite ready for that yet. But I do need the brochure before I can start lead prospecting. So this is just to show you to get your brochure. This is the time now that you want to get your brochure ready and get it printed so that when we do start lead prospecting, we can start mailing these out. And when we get to that point, I will be showing you how to get the addresses that you need to get started. All right, guys, that's it for today. So go make your brochure or rack card or whatever it is that you need to do, and we will see you in the next session.